Have you seen people do card flourishes and flick cards from one hand to another? Well, today I will be teaching you just how to do that and giving you step-by-step information from how to hold the card and to flick it and catch it. Even if you're one of those people who have never touched cards before, I will be able to teach it to you and you'll be able to learn it soon enough. So, I don't want to waste your time any longer. Let's get right into the tutorial. The flicker shot is not only fun to do alone, but also can be added to different card flourishes and twirling, and it's a great and flashy way to finish it off. So let's learn it. First of all, the hand positioning. So this is all it. It's really simple. It's just, you're taking the card, and by the way, I will be doing it with my right hand. This is actually common for all of my videos, so I just want to mention, for all of my videos, since my right hand is my dominant hand, I will be doing the card flourishes on my right hand, or depending on it, I'll be doing it on my left hand, depending on the move. But if your dominant hand is your left, make sure to mirror it. So, in my right hand, I have this card, so a single card. So, the grip is this. Simply, you're holding on the top right here. So, you're holding your thumb. So this is the position, and all that's happening is you're holding it upright like this, and when you're flicking it, you're putting pressure in between like this. You're pushing in with the thumb and the middle finger, and what this does is it does this, and then with the pressure you're putting, when you give it a spinning motion and a pop, you hear that popping noise, the card spins and lands here. So let me go over that again. It's a lot to do with muscle memory and experimenting. So you're here with these two fingers. Then in the beginning you can use these other fingers to support it as you're casually holding. And then when you're flicking it, you're putting pressure and simply release the pressure a bit and the card will fly. Simply what's happening is you're doing this. So if you've realized, if you just take a card and if you just throw it and give it this motion, the card spins like this. The card spins. And that's all we're doing. We're just giving it the spinning motion and catching it. But instead of doing this and doing something like that, we're taking the card and making it more effective by putting pressure and then popping it like that. So once again, your thumb and middle finger, you're putting pressure and just let go. And as you can see, the card flies away like that. So what you need to do from here is, once you've let it go, you need to catch it. The catching part is a lot to do with your effort. In the beginning, it will be very difficult. So what you would need to do is, you would need to do it with no deck in the hand. With just a single card, you would flick it and catch it with your open hand. This is a lot easier because you have all your fingers ready to catch it. And sometimes this would be hard in the beginning, depending on who you are. So you're here, you pop, and then you catch it. The catching has no technique for it, you're just simply grabbing it. When using a deck in your non-dominant hand, so you're holding the deck in your left if you're right-handed, to catch it, an easy way that I found out is once you flick and the card spins, instead of trying to grab it, which is still possible but a bit difficult, what I like to do is just leave it open and let it drop on the deck like that. And the motion of my hands is this. When I do the flicker shot, I let my hands drop down. So I hope you can see this on the camera. My hand drops down to give a bigger effect. I drop it down, then I perform the flick, and then I bring this hand up like this and grab it onto the deck. I don't let the card fly. I put a lot of pressure so it grabs on, and I can use these fingers to hold it tightly. So one last time. These two fingers, the thumb and the middle finger, puts pressure, creates this bow as you can see, and simply with release you'll see a spin. And that's the great thing about this flourish. It's actually really motivational because when I first learned it, I was able to get the spinning motion on my second try. I wasn't able to catch it though. So you'll be able to notice that if you put the right technique, you'll get that spinning motion. But catching it and getting that muscle memory will take time. So don't be frustrated, but simply this, and you're letting go, and you're catching it. So that's all what the flicker shot is, and you can use this for a bunch of other flourishes. Something I like to do is I like to perform a shot, and then I like to do this card twirling routine, and then I would regrip from here. So let's say you're performing some one-handed twirl. Don't worry if you don't know any of these. I'm actually planning to teach this whole routine in future videos. But let's say you already know some sort of one-hand twirl. From here, what you can do is you can hold it and you can regrip it by using these fingers to push upwards and regripping into this grip. And as you can see, it's the perfect grip to go back and perform the flicker shot. So that was my tutorial on this incredible flourish called the flicker shot. Do not get frustrated if you're unable to do it, because even though, as I mentioned in the video, you may get some results like the card spinning in your first few tries, but to get and be able to throw the card and catch it consistently, it will take practice. And even I make mistakes with this flourish and drop the cards. So do not get frustrated and just keep on throwing the cards, and you will build the muscle memory that is needed to eventually take a card and flick and catch it. So that was the flicker shot, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks.